we'll get to the topic. When I went into my phony phone to look up the article about Zoomers and depression and the sadness, oh, the sadness. I'm not making 150,000 a year with my journalism degree. You're just a follow-up act to the millennials. You know that, right? You're not. It's like this isn't anything new. So I go on my phony phone and I get this email from ACX, which is Amazon Publishing. I don't know why they just don't say Amazon Publishing. Oh, ACX KDP. It's confusing for everyone. And it reminds me of. I'll get to what's in the email here in a second, but you guys may have been getting all these emails where it's like the awards bubble, where if unless there are any real strict standards like the Nobel Peace Prize or the Oscars now, like awards mean nothing now. And so the latest scam or racket is to like leaders of 2020s or something, like the top 40 under 40, that bullshit, except the modern day incarnation is just these random fuckos who create these institutions or publications. And I've gotten several emails where you've been selected. Dear Aaron Clarey, no space in between Aaron and Clarey, so you know it's a bot. We really appreciate you've been selected to be profiled on our top 100 dick suckers of America. And then it's so bad. They don't even put it, there's no effort put into it. If you'd like to be listed, contact so, and then you got to pay to be on this list. Or we're doing this thing. Could you promote, you might be a contender. Now, Amazon's a legit company. I'm not questioning that, but here's just more of this fuckery. Like, look, it's not 1985 anymore. Publications Time Man of the Year didn't mean anything when it meant something. Hi, Aaron Clarey. We're reaching out to let you know that this month your content is being featured on Indie Lit page on Audible. Oh, jerk my dick off. Holy shit. Indie Lit page? Wow, I heard about that. Oh my God, really? The Indie Lit page is the first ever listener destination on Audible just for ACX content. It is discoverable from the audiobooks page on audible.com and will feature genre-specific audiobook carousels, themed curations, editorial. Look, Jeff Bezos, can you just fire all these people, take the money, and just literally do anything else with it? What is this piss shit pissing away a month? What is this? Are you all bored at corporate America? Are you MBAs just so bored? Like leftists have to save the world from made up threats. Do you MBAs have to come up with something that is more than just good product at fair price? Like city council members, like municipal level politicians, pick up the garbage on time, have the schools run efficiently, fund the fucking cops. So all you got to do, we're raising awareness through an initiative. You're just a bunch of bored fucking spoiled first worlders who have jack fuck all shit left to do. Lower your prices. Return the money to the shareholders. Raise your wages. Do some fucking thing with this money that's going to benefit people, not just piss it away. There's no GDP here. There's no one gives a fuck about the Indie Lit page. First ever. Oh my God, first ever. Mean like a left-handed, blue-eyed black lesbian who's in a wheelchair to star in a sequel to a prequel of a Marvel show? Is that the first ever? Fuck, what? And it wastes people's time with this shit. God almighty, I thought daytime TV in the 80s was bad. What is this fucking shit? Updated monthly and all designed to get Audible listeners as excited about indie content as we are. We can't wait for more Audible listeners to hear what the indie sounds like. So I go to the Indie Lit page. You ready? right off the bat. It's it's what is it? Lame and gay. It's lame and gay, meaning lame and lame, but also meaning gay, like homosexual, which again, fine, no problem with that. But not everything has to be gay. Right off the fucking back. Loves indie romance because we don't target women enough. We certainly don't tailor or kowtow to women in marketing. We just got to go with the Harlequin romance, but it's not indie romance. Oh no, I didn't click on that. I didn't click on that. Love stories from black creators. Oh, it's now lame and gay and gay. Contemporary romance, LGBTQ romance, sports romance, fucking sports romance. What the fuck is sports romance? Are you all so bored you had to come up with sports romance? What is that? Hang on. This can't be a fucking thing. I swear to God, we need to starve. Everyone needs to get outside and play. Is this an actual sub sports romance? Wait, but fills in sports romance books. This is a thing. Fuck you, America. Just fuck you. We need a guy with a funny mustache to threaten our existence. Maybe Xi Jinping can like make us slap us across the face with a real threat. Do you remember I was dating a girl who made me watch Tripping the Ice, or all I remember is the girl saying toe pick. Douglas Dorsey. I remember the guy, Douglas Dorsey. I just remember the guy's name. He's a hockey player. He gets an injury. He can't play hockey no more. Falls in love with the girl who does the figure skating. He does figure skating with her. I was stupid and young. I had to watch that movie. Douglas Dorsey. Some of you guys know. Okay, fine. It's romance. It's a chick flick, but the setting happens to be sports. This is now apparently a thing. I'm part of this prestigious list, apparently, somewhere on the thing here. Romance, suspense, hottest well-being genres, well-being and personal development, career and finances. My book here? It is not. The Black Girl's Guide to Financial Freedom. Oh, that'd be good. By Paris Woods. Does it involve not majoring in stupid shit? Or is it more you go, girl, and throw your hands up to the great Democrat gods, and maybe they shit out other people's money upon you? Where I want to know. Maybe it is good. Maybe it is practical. Oh, there it is. Poor Richard's retirement. Well, I've been featured along with all these other prestigious authors. Paranormal and supernatural. All these guys are shirtless and jacked. Yeah. YA, young adult, lit RPG, science fiction film. Oh god. Oh god. Just write filth. Look, don't work hard. Okay, boys and girls, don't work hard. Become a drug dealer. I don't care if that's a pharmaceutical drug dealer where it's legal. I don't care if that's a street drug dealer where it's fun and dangerous and illegal. There's a risk to that. Or more commonly, like the drug of the ideas of drugs, the drug of ideas, lies, sell lies. Oh yes, this ripped jack tattooed man will come out of the video game and play professional sports with you and get a contract, but pass up on all the horrors lining up to have his baby mamas with for you, Miss Librarian, boring milky toast lady, for you. I have mentioned it before. I have a great idea for a Harlequin romance novel. It's a great idea. It's such a good idea. It would actually be like an old school. It's perfectly rated G. It's funny. I got the characters all in my mind. I know little vignettes to carry along the way to make it a 2-hour movie. This would be a great book. It'd be charming. It would be on par with them old school 1950s, 1960s romantic comedies, right? And I looked into what Hallmark pays for romantic comedies, and you girls are so men and their porn. What the hell is with you girls being able to bang out all this filth? And mine is G, mind you. There ain't no sex. It's just actual charming, romantic, charismatic shit. I even got firefighters in mind. I fit the firefighters in. I'm not going to tell you how because I'm never going to write this book. Because when I looked at how much Harlequin romance guys you get 30 grand for your book. I'm like, I'm not spending months on end for 30 fucking grand. No way. And this would make a really good Hollywood movie. It's like a legit movie. It'd be cute. It'd be charming. I think it's very for the whole family. It's not shtick. All right. There'd be some shtick. You got to have the fun. I'm not giving anything away. The guy is super wealthy. And there's an unassuming woman who at first doesn't like him because their first introduction is adversarial. Whoa, crazy. I just followed the script. But then guy does amazing thing in other circumstance events that happen to show disinterested woman who's really secretly interested. Oh, but is also being pursued by Mr. Rich Douchebag McGee. She's like, oh my God, he really is my hero. And then all other girls who are part of girls primary milky toast blend librarian girl, part of her environment, like, oh, you go, oh my God. And yes, there is the sassy, wise 53-year-old postmenopausal, wise black woman who said, oh, look out, you better go out with Johnson. His name might not be John. I'm just saying Mr. Perfect will be Johnson. And then we got to have the bad guy be named Lance. Lance is a prickish name. But then there'll be the wise black one like, Johnson's one you want. He's a good man. He got this, that. You don't see man like that much. And she'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm just a hockey puck being hit around. I'm your milky toast American girl. Things just fall out of the sky before that over here. Now over there, I'm just a twig in a raging river. I don't know. Oh my God, I landed on the Gold Coast with the rich man. I know the formula. Just ain't nobody paying me for it. There we go. That's that. Oh shit. Let me do this. Going to go on the phony phone because when I pull up the email on my laptop, I can't see if I have reception or not. So I'll just keep on talking. Thank you. Once again, today's reliable internet brought to you by Cox Communications. May a tornado hit your corporate headquarters. And oh my God, look, where'd all the people go? I'm not saying dead. It's just I don't know where the people went. Boy, no one's showing up for work anymore. And the internet is still the same. Probably improves. What the hell is I looking at? Oh, yeah, let's go through the. Come on, Aaron. Press the fucking buttons. I don't know why I'm in an agitated mood. Just I got a good night's sleep. I went for 2 hikes yesterday. Today I got nothing to do except this, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I have to sit around the pool. And then I gotta go for a motorcycle ride. And I do have to go. I'm not being facetious about that. I don't want to clean the carbs. That's what it is. And it's just not some ain't right. I'm almost sure the carbs are a little dirty. So I'm gonna go on one big long ass motorcycle ride. Visit a buddy of mine out in Pahrump. I have to look that up. All right, now we got all the let's go through super chats. Oh, this is a great email. Hi, Aaron. You did a video about my possible financial future a year ago, and I thought I would let you know what has transpired. I found a 1-acre unrestricted lot in a quiet older neighborhood that's pretty wooded with no HOA. I had a small 1-bedroom house built on a perfect sized little hill that was on the property. My daughter said that it was like living in a tree house when she saw it for the first time. With the land purchase, house construction, well and septic tank installation, a 30 solar panel battery inverter system, I'm probably looking at about $300,000 total cost. That's not bad. Did y'all hear that? We can afford housing. If you're going to complain your entire life, there's a solution, and I'm not saying what that is. I'm just saying there's a solution. If life is just going to be complaining and misery all the time, there's several solutions. There's actually 2. Improve your life or not. This is just saying. But I have no house payment, no water bill, no sewage bill, low electric and property tax bills, and no HOA dues. My car is fairly new and paid off. I invested the rest of my money in dividend stocks that bring in about 3,500 a month. There we go, sweetheart. This is a girl, by the way. This is a girl, a woman. Government bail me out in the patriarchy. I didn't know what to do. The boomers lied to me and it's taking past the glass ceiling. Why are you alive? Why? What you do your whole life? You complained. And here's a woman that kicked ass. God, I'm so happy and proud of this gal. Plus Social Security and pensions, I think I'll be okay barring hyperinflation. I also have 150,000 speculative high growth as the shoot the moon side bet. Thanks for your advice and continued great YouTube content. And she keeps it. And then she sent me some pictures. And dude, she did the bachelor hut. The Bill Burr, where he says, the perfect house for a bachelor would be like a 3-car garage below and then a 1-bedroom apartment above. That's pretty much exactly what she did. And it's awesome. That is so awesome, sweetheart. This is great. I would love to show you people this picture, but to keep anonymity. But look at her go. Look at that. God bless you. God bless you, sweetheart. That is great to see. Might have to do a little bit of draining. Make sure the draining is correct. I'm just looking at your landscaping there. But God bless you. God bless you. So that I'm going to send that later. Joseph Jones, the most dapperly dressed black gentleman, post Kevin Samuels. Hey, Cappy, thanks for putting this together. Audiobook for putting the Black Man's Guide out on Audible. I've wanted this for a long time. I just noticed it after seeing your video from a month ago mentioning this, so I got it right away using my Audible points. Also, please kindly re-upload the well-hung black man back on your website at your earliest convenience. I was like, what is he talking about? And then I remembered somebody was complaining about something, some petty little bullshit. And the punchline involved a big, huge black cock. And so I looked, big, huge black cock, and I put it on the website. And I said, there you fucking go, big man, big black penis. God, what was that? It was funny. We've had so many laughs here at Asshole Consulting. I forget them all. But yeah, thanks, Joe. Yeah, Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty, as well as Behind the Housing Crash. They're both available on Audible because AI. One thing, Amazon. Look, Jeff Bezos. Instead of lit library, whatever horseshit you named it, indie lit. All right. Instead of that worthless horseshit, throw more money into the AI can read your books for you for free. Do that. That was a much better expenditure of the money. Or I don't know, pay your employees more. Or pay your shareholders more and your employees more. Or pay your shareholders more and not the employee. Whatever it is, stop pissing away on stupid horse shit. Same people coming up with the latest batch of movies. Oh my God. We were talking like, oh, yeah, we got a friend who says, you want to go to a movie? I'm like, hell no, I don't want to go to a movie. Absolutely don't want to go to a movie. Why would I waste my time getting up, driving all the way to the theater, walking to car? Theaters are in the casinos, by the way, in Vegas, in case you're wondering. Why would I go? Why? I'm only interested in watching The Beekeeper, which is Jason Statham's latest book, the latest movie. And it's only because it's got Jason Statham, and those are hit or miss. I could watch it on the little screen pad. Me and the GF are in bed. Well, let's watch Statham kick ass. But yeah, I'm not. No, Hollywood. It's very similar to there's so much poison that has been put into the well. It's going to take at least 10 years. At least 10 years to earn the trust back of the movie going public. Same thing with men and women. Like, this war is so bad and has seeded such bad blood between everyone. It's going to be a generation. There's no way. In other words, not only is the trust, but the disdain the sexes have for each other is so intense and so thoroughly grounded. Yeah, this generation ain't going to have kids. Not going to happen. I mean, if that was your aim, leftist, bravo. You certainly eliminated any kind of nuclear family. And that may have been. They may say, Well, we can't destroy them from the outside. Let's get them from the inside. It was if it was conscious, it was brilliant. Turn their women against them. Give them an ideology of self-worship and self-absorption and turn them against their men. That was brilliant. Very brilliant. But I don't know how much I believe in that because I don't think the gals like the men all that much in the first place. But I'm covering old school stuff. Oh, this is Mo sent me a guy named Mo sent me a link. Annie Jacobson, Nuclear War, CIA, KGB, aliens, and Area 51 Roswell. The Lex Friedman podcast talking about they there was something about like how it was a false flag operation or something, or we started a war with Russia. So I'm gonna watch that later. Thank you though, by the way, Mo. This is from K. Aaron, no request, just some feedback. My copy of Bachelor Pad Economics arrived yesterday. I am now almost finished reading it. I'm a retired police lieutenant with over 40 years of service, much of it patrol, so I've seen a thing or two. Fortunately, by luck, I made it successfully through the minefield of life, but watched many others who did not. Most were ruined by exactly the things you mentioned in your book. The advice and counsel you provide in your book is absolutely correct. I'll tell you this right now. Look, the book is 500 pages, and it's meant to be a reference book. I don't know what an old retired cop is reading the whole thing for. You go to the end of the book. But in 500 pages, if you need the Cliff Notes versions, don't fuck up. That's it. 75% of the stuff you could achieve financially just by not fucking up. And that's why we have the 5 rules, boys. Don't major in stupid shit. Don't have kids you can't afford. Don't commit crime. Don't get married. Don't major in stupid shit. So, and spend less than you make. Like if you want the short version, you don't have time to read through a 500-page book, which you wouldn't. You would just go to it's a reference book. What age am I? What financial decision am I? Oh, retirement planning. Go to the retirement planning chapter. You don't have to read the whole book. But yep, divorce, bad college degrees, bad career choices, all avoidable by choices. Fortunately, by luck, I made it successfully through the minefield. The advice and wise counsel you provide in your book is absolutely correct and worth considerably more than a small amount Amazon charged. I wish I had this book in the late 70s. Certainly is better than luck. Your writing style is entertaining as well, informative. I'll next read Enjoy the Decline. Your podcasts are great also. Yes, they are. They all are. And that's from K. I'll keep them anonymous because I don't know how many cops have 40 years experience. All my shit is awesome. It really is. No, I'm kidding. It's I put effort into it. And I will say the boring I'm a good writer, not because there's some skill or talent that I had unearthed deep within inside me. It's writing economics reports, writing underwriting reports because you had to get to the point and write. Half my job was writing, half was research, the other half was writing. And I don't know why I even wrote that well because I thought, oh, they digest this, it would go quickly, and they know that we shouldn't make this long. And you got every needle dick fucking banker, literally pearls before swine. And look, if you just want to approve the loan, you could just not even bother reading my report. Just pay me 60 grand a year to sit on my ass. I won't even write the reports. Just approve them. You don't care about the analysis. You don't care about the writing. Yeah, I made it abundantly. See, when I wrote reports, it was, what is it? QED. It was hook, line, and sinker. It was pretty obvious that there was no room for negotiation, or it was either approve it or don't. And what? Any criticism? Did you see the chart on page 3? Oh, well, did you read the paragraph on page 2? Oh, yeah, dude. You don't like it. Don't have me around. Don't just approve your loans all willy nilly. So we got that. I'm gonna save this one and this one. These will go into the memento box. And then I will write my book about asshole consulting when I'm old and long forgotten in a nursing home, trying to grab the asses of all the immigrant nursing home girls. He's a dirty old man. He pinched my ass. Oh my God. Call in the Strategic Air Command and nuke the whole planet. I had a buddy, I can't say who. He works doing a thing, and she was offended. He says, "A woman has been offended. Quick, assemble the powers of government. We must do something." Oh, uh, what is this? Is this a request? You pay, no, that's a request. Someone paid for that. This guy, da, da, da. Um, Joe again sends me the chart showing that how couples meet in the U.S. online now accounts for about 60% of online relationship or online meetings. Account for 60% of how the ways how people met, couples met. It went from about, God damn it, man, 35% friends. Work in 1988 peaked at about 25%. One in four of you women met your husbands at work. That obviously has dropped to 8%. I love that though. I still love it. Why would you want to meet an employed man in your field with likely the same professional and intellectual interests? Why would you want to meet a man at work? Oh my God, no. Heaven forbid. I can't find a man. He's a brokey. I'd recommend meeting men at work, but the bar that peaked in 1988 as well. That was peak boomer. That's down to about 5%. Because uh well, young people don't have the money to drink, and now if a girl has the slightest bit of alcohol, it's all raisoning. Through family, that's dropped from 25% to about 6%. Grade school. One in five people met. One in five couples met, like high school sweethearts. College surprisingly never was more than 10%. Very interesting. Neighbors from 15% down to 5%. Wow. Good. Meet online. Don't meet at work. That you met through friends. That dude, I question that. I know mathematically that's probably how, but man, you ever have anyone successfully set you up? Like, hey, your friend's pretty cute. Why don't you arrange an introduction? Couldn't even get an introduction. She's not your type. Shut the fuck up and let me and her decide that. Will you please just arrange an introduction? Could we go over there and just chat? Well, your friends ain't your friends. I'll tell you this, you're going to lose 98% of your friends. And it won't have anything to do with you. Some of it will be innocuous. They just left. They had things to do, different world, different place. And a lot of it is they were never your friends to begin with. I understand why Gene Simmons is like, no, I just want to be left alone. Fuck off. I get it. Delete that. I'm also doing this to clear out my email. Christoph, power paragliding. Talk to this guy, good at it, and not into outrageously milking his students. Okay, I'll take a look at the power paragliding. Boo, boo, boo. All right. Cleaned out the fan mail there. All right, let me stay on top of the super chats. Then I'll find my article about the Fifi. Cynic and Chief, $5. A reminder that vasectomies do not cut your balls. Thank you, Cynic. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed, especially with Fresh going through his pregnancy accusation. It has yet to be proven that he is the father. But now that that's come up again, every douche canoe when I mention vasectomies, Every spurg out there, hey, oh, you can't have kids anymore. You're making yourself infertile. It's like, no, no. At, at minimum, you can donate sperm to a sperm bank and save it. I don't know if there's spurgs or autists, like legit, they're being purposely obtuse, or if they're opposition, like faking with their fake accounts, like, oh my god, the men are starting to wake up. If they got vasectomies, then how would how would feminists celebrate murdering children? Meaning abortion, which I don't know if it is or not. Again, I'm pro-choice because I don't have to worry about it. Not my concern. I'm not making the choice. I have a vasectomy. I'll never face that moral quandary ever again. Never. Won't be me. Never had to face it in the first place, by the way. I made the point yesterday, I think it was. You're Christian? Oh, but you like to have a little bit of fun premaritally? Well, boys, why don't you get yourselves a vasectomy so you never have to worry about that? Never have to worry about it. But yeah, cynic, the amount of stupidity out there. Oh, you're never going to have children. No, no, you can donate to multiple sperm banks in case one loses power. I've thought about this. Multiple sperm banks in case one loses power and loses that one batch. You can have the procedure reversed, which does not have 100% efficacy. It can fail, but then you can also have it directly extracted, which there was a study where they got like 100% of the participants had successfully had sperm removed directly from their balls after 5 tries. Yes, that'd be expensive, but there are ways to get sperm out of your body. And yes, by the way, don't be like girls with in vitro fertilization. Oh my god, it's expensive. What do you mean it failed? This isn't like bike mechanics where if you pedal the tire moves. It's by a little room for error here. Of course, the internet goes out. Hang on. Cox Communication. Tall and tan and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking in. Ba ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba ba ba. All right, now we're back. Reen Schwartzer, $5. Oh, I'm sorry, Cynic. That was a separate procedure done on Cappy by his girlfriend. Good to see. Cynic, please come through South Dakota on your travels this summer. You're always welcome. Reed Schwartzer, $5. Still, you're still agitated because this world would be so much more enjoyable than if people did their job and actually used a brain cell. It is swimming uphill through mud, and the mud is getting more and more like thick, drying concrete. Every people are getting dumber. Humans are the medium by which we all must swim. And the thicker and denser humans get, it's harder for all of us. Even if you're a minimalist, like just because I'm a minimalist, don't mean I don't go get gas from my car. And you see all the yellow bags around the gas tanks that are, the pumps that are because it doesn't work. Or our computer is down. Cox Communication again. Yeah, and it's it's starting to be more and more retreating from society, and really finding community. But even you got to be very precise about the community you hang out with. But just a further and further retreat and inoculation. That's what my book called The Economy of One will be about. It's coming out. Ken Rose, $2, just gives the thumb up. Thank you, Ken. Generation of Powell, $5. Millennials are starting to shit on Gen Z the same way boomers dumped on us today. Wait, millennials? Millennials? Hold the fuck up. Now, look, if you're a millennial that busted your ass off, like most of my audience, you guys, okay, fine. But millennials, like, oh, those dang kids majoring in stupid shit. Really, millennials are saying that? Are you going to vote Republican this time? Millennials are starting to shit on Gen Z the same way boomers dumped on us for 10 plus years. Well, the boomers had every right, but then the boomers also should have been shat upon, and they were by the World War II generation. Sad to see that we haven't learned from our experience. Yeah, you would have thought, like, the millennials, it's like coming into this town on some kind of like science fiction horror film. And you come to town like Raccoon City, and there's just bodies and corpses of millennials all around. And you're like, hey, maybe we ought to not go into this city. Or maybe we ought to find out what these people did to have such an early and untimely demise. That's what my book, How Not to Become a Millennial, was all about. Like how not to end up like them. Zoomers did the exact same thing. And I know, you had shit parents and you had shit teachers. Teachers didn't change. This is what you're going to keep having the same results if you keep on being raised by leftist teachers. You have leftist teacher parents. That's what you have. This is what happens when you're raised by the state. You all keep making the same. I just did a video of this poor young black girl has her degree in theater and can't figure out why she didn't get a job. And I'm like, look, dude, guys, it is 20 years of worthless degrees. The future generation, we have the internet. Future generations cannot be so naive and stupid to not figure this out by now. You can't afford it. But man, those teachers really got you for 13 years. Just pounded into your head. White men bad, capitalism bad, socialism good. Follow hard money, follow education, education. You have a mental disorder. You need drugs. The way you are born is the most important thing about you. No, it ain't. Then they get out and they find out no one wants to have anything to do with them. But I'm a Hispanic gay man. No one cares. No one cares. Oh, yep. They're gonna, and it's in Gen Z's. What Gen Alpha is probably the same thing, right? My generation and millennials and Gen X, right? We're the parents now. You're not going to teach your kids reality, right? It's going to be the same bullshit, right? Touchy feely feelings. Everything should be free. Obama's dick I suck. Free. More than people's money, right? Oh my God, the third generation is just destroyed. Print off more money. Why are things so expensive? My journalism degree is useless. Gets tiring. Gets tiring. You all make the same mistakes. It's just a different year. Cynic in Chief, 2 bucks. You're making me hungry with that Bucky's hat. I did have one of their barbecue sandwiches late at night, and it was good. It was good. Red Raven, 2 bucks. Ever think of gaming and take super chats? Do both. I don't really have the time for gaming online. Um, I could set up a Twitch account, I guess, but the games are shit. I don't wanna do games. Um I'm more like go out and hike and be outside. If there was an era where it was PlayStation 2 and you had this great library of games and they were made to be fun, and I'm not playing some ugly, disgusting, mutilated white chick because the developers are a bunch of pissed off, fat, ugly women who don't like pretty, attractive women. Then maybe, but I'm no. I don't even buy the games anymore. I just wait for everybody else to review. I'm like, nope. I said there's a huge opportunity in the video gaming industry. If a bunch of nerdy guys want to get together, and I said you should make the video game called the Milfy Avenger, and then the sequel could be the International League of Milfy Avengers. You could have hot women from every country and culture. It would actually be diverse. It would actually be fun. But I don't have the video gaming ability. But yeah, it's that's one. I think it's like movies. That's a part of my life. It's like, yeah, it's not worth it anymore. I'm gonna go do something else. There's always something better to do. Like this year, I'm really looking forward to making forays into Montana. A little bit more motorcycle riding. I'm gonna do a lot more fossil hunting. Because everything's kind of done. Chris, 5 bucks. I set up my college roommate. They're still married with kids 20 years later. Good, you're a good man, Chris. I try to set up great one with females, obviously. And the female's like, "Oh, is he single? Yeah. What's he look like? Here's a big. Oh, he is good looking. Yes, he is. Do you want me to? Well, fuck. Just fucking be miserable and by yourself. Get the fuck out of here." The biggest canard is you girls want to meet a guy. No, you don't. Knock it the fuck off. If you wanted to meet a guy, you'd show up. And I'm not trying to, suck the great one's dick, but he's a good-looking guy. He is. Especially accounting for his age. He's like 67, 80 years old, something like that. He's even older than Rollo Tomasi. But the guy's a good-looking guy. He put the effort into it, got a haircut, got lean and mean. Like, he's a good-looking man. And it's like, if you can get past some of his political beliefs, maybe, he's hardworking. And I'm like, here's an employed guy who, fine, you may not agree with him politically, but he's at least got a high intelligence. You're not going to be bored. Just go on a date. And so, you hear that, Peck? Universe is trying to tell you something. Girls don't want to go out with men. No, yes, too pesto. Guys. No. Until women's behavior changes. That's the truth. This whole, you just can't stop reflecting on you. Stop. If women were going out with men, would you men be complaining? No, you wouldn't. They always flake. They just don't show. Get the number right. Not all that. Some, but about 30% of them actually show up on the date. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, ladies. Men don't have time for that shit. Technically, they didn't have time for it back when they were young, in high school or college or whatever, but they didn't have great opportunity costs. Now, especially you girls in your 30s, and let me tell you about dating when you're older. You play these fucking middle school games when these guys are making like, I don't know, $50, $100 an hour. They're homeowners. Maybe they're coming out of divorce. They have to make up for lost time. Thank you, Chris, for setting up. Thanks for being a real friend. Thank you for being a friend. JJ Sefton, $2. Sorry, Cappy, I'm listening to TFM today. That's all right. Is TFM on? I was listening to TFM yesterday on my hike. I downloaded his podcast from MGTOW TV. Musa D, 20 generous dollars. So much pressure to go to college just for the sake of going. You damn right. Is that still happening, Musa? I don't know how old you are, but are your parents like my age? Like, well, if you're going to live at home, you have to go to college or get a job. No, you don't have to go to college, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So much pressure going to go. After finishing my associate's computer programming, I plan on teaching myself programming while working in retail and saving money. Smart man. You can always go to college, man. You can always go to college. I think it's a very wise move in the world of IT and computers and computer programming. It's like get a little bit of an education and then it's like cert up, skill up, and then start looking for jobs. Your average black dude. Pedro for president. 14 Canadian bucks. Cappy, my mom has asked me to put a credit card in her name and an allowance because she gives birth to me. No. My brother said I should get a part-time job and go on government checks to make her rent less and support her. No, what? Dude, you could afford 14 Canadian bucks. Is this a joke, though? Is this a joke? No, leave. You got to get out of that family. Your mom is going to ruin your... What? If this is serious, no, you live with toxic people. Your mom doesn't love you. Your mom looks at you as a resource. Your brother says you get a part-time job and go on government checks to make her rent less and support her. No. You go look up my video. I think it's like you have to divorce your mom. I even think I had a video like black men need to leave their moms. I don't know if you're an average black dude or not. Like that's actually you or not. But in general, because by the way, shock is not it's not just black women who do this. Any parent who tries to use your social security to go get credit card, no. And if you got 14 bucks Canadian, maybe go take my course, The Dad You Never Had. But no, absolutely not. Dong is fun, $5. Got back from Vegas. I did pretty well at the slot machines. My winnings from the slot machines, $800. Paid for almost everything I did. Good for you, Dong. Outstanding. All right, let me get to this. Let's get to this thing. Oh, hang on. Do I have it? Let me see if I have it. I forgot I had this. Let me pull it up. I got a bunch of tornado videos, tornado channels. Did I? Um, Let me look this up. Hopelessness. Gen Z. There. I think it's Axios. The loneliest generation inside the Gen Z mental health. Generation Z is America's most diverse cohort yet, but they're united by deep anxieties about the world around them. Why it matters. A collision of political, economic, and social trends has minted a generation in which huge numbers of people struggle to cope with the present and feel even worse about the future. By the numbers, Gen Z, people roughly between the ages of 12 and 27, pop up, thank you, reports the poorest mental health of any generation, according to a recent Gallup and Walton Family Foundation report. Just 44% of Gen Zers say they feel prepared for the future. The big picture, they dodge familiar teen pitfalls with lower teen pregnancy rates and lower rates of alcohol use. Instead, they're grappling with alarming rates of loneliness, depression, and self-ending thoughts. Zoom in. Partly by choice and partly out of necessity during the pandemic, Gen Z socializes online rather than in person, far more than previous generations. That's not healthy, experts say. Spending time with people releases certain chemicals in the brain and boosts our mood. But no, is not sex, because sex is bad. Those things don't happen in the same way when you're texting, said Bonnie Nagel, a behavioral neuroscientist at Oregon Health and Science University. And those types of hormones are really important for well-being. Don't talk to girls, though. That's harassment. COVID isolation hit Gen Z especially hard. There was a complete lack of social connectedness during such formative time, Nagel said. Democrats again. Oh, well, this is enough. This is the generation that grew up with the internet, and what I'm seeing is a lot of comparisons, said Alyssa Mancao, a therapist in Los Angeles with a Gen Z client base. By the way, therapists don't know shit. Okay. That's give you a little bit of heads up, Gen Z. One, you don't have a mental illness. Most of you don't, right? You didn't get outside. You didn't play. You have no reason and purpose in living. There's a sex war. Your girls are being turned against you men, and what would be normal and natural for you boys to approach these girls and, oh my God, oh, have sex. Oh, I'm not for drinking underage, but that's kind of not necessarily a rite of passage, but a little bit of rebellion and individuality. um, and it's, yeah, your environment sucked. Teachers and parents are lying to you, but no, you don't have a mental disorder. You were just lied to. Go out, have fun. And all this, I need to talk to a therapist. No, you don't. Oh, here's another thing. By the way, sit down, Gen Z. All right. I don't care what your male hating teachers say. You need your fathers. All right. And not the pussy fuckwits you have as dads who happen to live at home. You need a real dad to fucking spank you, discipline you, put you in your place, tell you how to live, what to do. Why the fuck do you think my channel exists? I didn't design it this way. It just happened that way. Why it got so bad, I had to create a course because I kept getting the same course. It was like, take the dad you never had course. It's linked down below through my Teachable link. But this, oh my God, you're sad. You should be sad. Everything is bad. What hope and what purpose and reason to live have the adults given you? None. Oh, it's oppression and racism and sexism and oh my God, the page, everything's so bad. But don't touch girls and girls mutilate your body and be fat. That right there is the big motivator. Don't know if you knew that. Men ain't going to war. Men ain't doing shit unless there's hot chicks involved. Oh, you might have a mental disorder. No, you just have shitty parents and shitty adults in your life. You've just been lied to. That's it. Matter of fact, if you were happy about this situation, that'd be the shit to worry about. Then you'd have to worry about it. Oh, I'm being very unprofessional. Hang on. I didn't do that. She said her clients talk about comparing everything from their physical appearances to their career paths to their peers and influencers online. Why don't you choose to do better? I honest to God, get that book, How Not to Become a Millennial. It tells you everything you need to know. Like, listen to this. Like, what? You don't control these situations? You can't influence any of these things? Physical appearances. What? You can't go to the gym? You can't not mutilate your face? You can't not dye your hair ridiculous colors? They're career paths. Choose career paths that pay. But I don't like math. Too fucking bad. Again, go read the book, How Not to Become a Millennial. Peers and influences online. There's a lot of feelings of inadequacy. All right, online is not the real world. If you'll permit me to be honest and a little bit of a humble brag here, I'm not. Hey, look at my Lambos in my garage. I got my books. You know what's important? Knowledge. No, I got a shitty car. I'm a minimalist. I don't have a shit ton of money. All I do is I go hike and goof around and relax. I gotta do this work too. Yeah, I work on the house. There's a lot of work I do, but it ain't sad. I'm not gonna put, hey, here's how we're patching a tire. It's not a lot of YouTube material. But I'm not out. Oh yeah, bro, I'm on a yacht with my hat on sideways and a ridiculous like early 2000s piano rap music. With the bass beat to the bump 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 bump. Yo yo yo, what's up? I'm here in my McMansion house that I rented, but you don't know that. Like, if you want it, no. If you can't tell I'm legit, go take any course or read any one of my books. It's all me yelling at you for being stupid and to do hard work. That's it. There's no, you flip the houses and then you buy options on cattle farts and then with my patented system. No, it's all hard suffering and pain. Where the hell are we going with this? Oh, yeah. So you could choose to be an individual and make permanent changes in your life to be progressive. I don't mean politically leftist progressive. I mean, you progress in life, you move towards greater and better things. Or you could just sit there like your teachers and your parents told you, you're just this victim and it's so unfair and you should be entitled to shit. You could choose. I'm not advocating Republicans, but you could be a Democrat. You could choose not to be a Democrat. That's it. That's all it is. Democrats are whiny little bitch. Have you noticed that? I don't mean to be political, but that's your teachers got you. What message are your teachers telling you? Oh, it's so sad. It is. Oh my God, the homeless and the poor and the environment and the West. Da, da, da. And it's the evil white men in the Senate Republicans. Don't you think they sound like a bunch of whiny little loser bitches? How about, hey, shut the fuck up, lady, and I'm going to go run and do push-ups, and oh my God, I might get a little tipsy and spank a girl in the ass on the salsa floor, which then probably get you arrested today. I understand. I'm not saying do that, but there was a time. I will say you cannot be happy though when one gender hates the other. That at its fundamental level. There's why I'm sympathetic, not to just the Gen Z, but pretty much every person alive today. World War II is the last time women actually liked their men. You know, Cappy, the World War II. Shut up. Oh, and by the way, fuck the internet. We'll just wait. I'll play this song again while we wait. Cox Communications. All right, we're back. Don't fucking tell me it was the silent generation. Go fucking actually off a goddamn cliff. I don't want to hear. Actually, technically, It was the silent generation. Fuck off and die. Anyway, getting back to why, yeah, you can't be happy if half the one sex don't like you that much. The state of the world also fueled Gen Z's pessimism. An ongoing study at Montclair State University finds Gen Z's perspective of the world as more dangerous than their older counterparts. They're more likely to feel anxiety about extreme weather. Active shooter drills became the norm while they're in school. They're entering workforce loaded with student debt while the cost of housing and other basic needs continue to soar. I wonder if there's one bullet that would solve both those problems. Like, I don't know, becoming a tradesman and becoming a carpenter. So you could actually build your house and you wouldn't have student loan debt. You do realize like 90% of your problems come from the fact that your teachers and parents lied to you. You understand that, right? And AI poses an existential threat to jobs. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Across the board, my Gen Z clients are overwhelmed with uncertainty around unemployment and affordable living, says Erica Basso, a therapist. I not only don't trust therapists, I don't trust female therapists. Unless they're in war. This is like some grizzled Iraqi vet who like saw death. I'm not listening to some little suburbanite princess who's the worst thing. She got a B plus in her master's program. Unfortunately, most have to rely on their parents for much longer than previous generations to still feel pressure to hit major milestones like having kids or owning a home by their age, which is simply not realistic for many of my clients' situation. Maybe if you like the trades, what if you were a plumber? What if you just didn't do what your teacher said? Reality check. Despite their anxieties, there are several reasons to be optimistic about this generation. They're passionate activists. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Activists don't make money. How dare you young know-nothings, activist, shut the fuck up. There's that meme going around where it's like that fat, bald, ugly leftist, and I have social anxiety, and I live at home, and I don't know, I'm confused. And then at the bottom says, here's how I'd fix the planet. 70% of Gen Zers around the world say they're involved in social or political cause per Edelman, and social media has given them new platforms to speak out. Shut the fuck up and get a job. Gen Z's racial and ethnic diversity in the U.S., the generation is 52% white. Yeah, I know you hate white people. We got it. Yeah, okay. No, that has no value. You see, right there, here's something. Are your parents and teachers telling you the most important thing about you is the way you were born? I wonder if that's true or not. Instead of what you do with your life, will bring new perspectives to business, politics, and pop culture. No, it just brings shit, frankly. If Disney and the video games are anything to go through, diversity just brings shit. It really is not. It's not helping because you're using that as a substitute for actual quality. This isn't to say if there's Hispanic, Black, female, whatever in a show or in a product or they made a product, it can't be quality, but they're swapping out quality work for traits. They're conscious of their emotions and have no, you're not. You don't even know what your emotions are. And have less difficulty expressing their emotions than past generations. They're less repressed overall, which is progress, Basso said. When we start seeing debt being paid back and GDP in double digits, I'll let you know when there's progress, sweethearts. All my Gen Z clients amaze me with their intelligence, their tolerance, their ability to stay true to their values. Fuck you. What values do you have as a 15-year-old? The adults are the problem, as it was in previous generations before. The adults are the problem. You have children raising children. Listen to this. Listen. Do you think these therapists know what the fuck they're doing? They have no anchor. They have no objective measures as to progress. This is bullshit. These characteristics combined can activate great change in the world. Has it dawned on you the world was pretty optimized before all this horseshit came along? Do you think maybe it was optimized in the 50s with the nuclear family? We're going to raise kids. We're going to achieve excellence. We're going to like launch things to Mars before the welfare state. And oh my God, everything's so unfair and my vagina hurts. Great change. You're going to change the world, huh? How much you want to bet these therapists got themselves like mental disorders themselves, got to talk to therapists themselves. And As per somebody I know who works with therapists, their finances are absolute horseshit as well. God almighty. Here's the one. This was Fortune. America's hopelessness, fine, crisis may have less to do with the economy, more to do with Gen Z's mental health. New survey shows America's long reputation for being hopeful. The United States is often characterized by its can-do attitude, the pursuit of the American. No, that's like 50 years old. Get the fuck out of here. Everyone's wallowing, looking into their own navel, like, oh my god, things are so bad, and everyone hates me. Our women are fat. They're ugly. They have dyed faces. No, I can't. No, there's no hope in can-do attitude. The idea motivated individuals to have freedom to pursue their dreams, improve life. Blah. However, recent surveys suggest that many Americans are losing faith in the future of the nation. 2023 survey of Pew Research found at least two-thirds of Americans believe that by 2050, America will become economically weaker. What's already happening, less important in the world, that's true, and more politically divided. Geez, really think the Democrats for half this shit. 80% of Americans do not expect life for their children's generation to be better than it had been for their own generation. Are we losing hope? I don't give a fuck. This is written by Fortune. Some hoo-ha with a journalism degree. There you go. Look, I shouldn't get pissed off because if parents and teachers had done their job and taught children about reality and how the real world works, and you got to major in things or study things that produce value so you have some good income and you're financially stable, and then you can move on to politics and whatever it is that you politically want to do, or your hobbies, starting a family. All right. If they did that, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't. I'd be less agitated, but I wouldn't be here. I don't know how do you get obscure voice? I'm obscure. Fine, I got 120,000 subscribers. That's how do we get it out to you, young kid? How do we get it? Hey, the parents are lying for a third generation in a row. I think it's the laziness. You all just can't. A young 15-year-old kid, hey, you should work hard and try hard at calculus and learn to code and all this. I want to play my video games and do my drugs. I guess it's an easier sell. I guess that's what it is. I can't outsell teachers who have kids 3 times the amount of time that parents spend with their kids, not to mention the parents themselves, and then the college professors when they're selling these kids ice cream. I say, hey, kids, you should have some Brussels sprouts instead. That's why you're depressed. Yeah. Oh well. Uh B Stone, $2. Cappy, please say you're going on with the Fresh and Fit guys. I might. I was talking to old man Rolo. I might swing on down to the studio they're at. I don't know if I'm going on though. I don't know, when are they broadcasting? Bob, $5. Did you see in Canada a woman made an appointment to get self-deleted? Also, a lot of Gen Z consider voting Trump because of Israel and Palestine war. Gen Z is no different than the millennials. I'm sorry, Gen Z, you're not. And the reason you're no different than the millennials is because you're just the exact same programming. You're not unique. You're not awake. You're not sentient. You're not conscious. You're not human beings. You are robots. You have been programmed to vote Democrat, to worry and fear everything, to derive all your value from the traits you were born with, or to feel guilt about it. And they're capitalizing on the fact you're too lazy to actually, because deep down inside, everyone knows. Like, fat chicks know why they're not getting men, because they're fat. No guy wants to fuck them. But they're too lazy to do it, because if they were to do something about it tangibly and actually improve their lives in the real world, that would take work. That would take exercise. That would take dieting. And they'll just glom on to whatever lie. Oh no, big is beautiful and men are pigs, and they're just socially conditioned to like women with long hair and big breasts. No, men, if we didn't have that social conditioning, men would like women who burp and fart and belch like dudes. Yeah, it's just total. Oh, it's those pig men. And it's so much easier to believe that you'll go along with it. You'll go along with, well, I could uh, if you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life, except for sucking dick on OnlyFans because you can't pay off your student loans. Except for that. And as long as there's that, oh, get out of jail free, or oh no, there's an easy way, you'll always choose it. You'll always choose it. And then you're doomed. Your life is fucked. All of a sudden, you're like a 32-year-old millennial who still has student loan debt for a master's degree and needs to live at home. And instead of like, holy shit, I've been lied to this entire time, you're still going to believe, you just don't want to do the work. At the end of the day, everyone's a lazy fuck who doesn't want to do the work. And the idea that they're going to, oh, Trump because of Israel and Palestine, fine, because that's what they were told to do. There's no thought there. I mean, my God, Israel and Palestine, you're worried about fucking Israel and Palestine when you got debt to GDP of what, 150%? When you can't afford housing. You all think you're mentally ill? I don't know. Take care of your shit at home first. I just got, it's in my best interest. This is job security. This is job security. JJJS2 Canadian here in my garage with rented Lambo. Dude, bro. Yeah. Yep. Take my course. Bling, ding, 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 ding. Bump, 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 bump. Yo, what's that? Chris, $2. Cox Communication merch when? Dude, I should. That sounds like work. I should though. Dry Raven, 3RVN, $5. You're just saying that because you hate paraplegic dendrophalic Aleutian Islanders with dyslexia. I know they even got a built-in. It's like they're infected with kind of like a mental version of AIDS, an autoimmune deficiency where anything that tries to fix it is negated. Like anytime truth tried to come in and actually tangibly turn around these kids' lives, like, yeah, you hate black people, Hitler. It's like, what the fuck does that have to do with term limits? Honest to fucking, what does that have to, you hate black people. What does that have to do for me saying you should major in accounting? What in honest to fuck God's name does that have to do with anything? Bump, 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 ding, 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 ding. Women should be thin, hot, maybe enjoy sex and be kind to their men. Whoa! No, my God! Believe, ding, 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 ding. Oh, can't imagine. Look, I'm going to say here, make a quote with a black and white image of me. You can't have a happy society with fat chicks. You just can't. No, you can't have a happy society with fat chicks. Doesn't work. Right there. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go get the book, A World Without Men. Go read through it. Go tell me where I'm wrong. Or if you like whatever that did. Michael knows he had a comma where it really should have been a semicolon. If you want to be an intellectual fraud or lightweight like him, fine. Critique the grammar. In the mean, and you know what? You don't even have to read the book. I got the PowerPoint. If you just want to look at the data and the charts. The shade of gray on that chart is not to my liking. Jorge has $5. But Cappy, how do I get the girls if I get UBI and don't hit the gym? And how do I talk to her laughing out loud? See, Jorge, you're right. I know we're a little skewed against women here in a constructive, critical way. It doesn't come from hate. I'm being honest about that. But yeah, you guys, the same thing with the men. Oh, cufflinks and coiffing my hair. Oh, the shirt advertisements you get, like, this shirt makes me look fat. Like, guess because you are fat. This one makes me look better. And all the girls are fawning on, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You guys got to hit the gym and you got to have some going on. I'm not kidding. How do you get the girls? Do the opposite of what the Democrats tell you to do. Do the opposite of what your teachers. Don't be the sensitive 90-year-little puss. Don't listen to her feelings. Don't be emotionally involved. None of these things you could do because they're not tangible things. This is just amorphous bullshit women spew out. Work on yourself. Go have a life. Kick some ass. Go do your thing. Hit the gym and ask out a lot of girls. Get shot down by a lot of girls. And then 1 in 5, you'll go on a date and have some success with. But that's not Democrats. Well, write her a poem and be supportive and be an ally and vote this way. Lick Hillary Clinton's vagina a little bit more. Show that you're Have a Ruth Bader Ginsburg bumper sticker. That'll get the fun ones. Oh, God. The least fun group of girls would be the ones with the Ruth Bader Ginsburg bumper sticker. Those are like the least fun girls. But yeah, but you're right, Jorge. It's work. I got to write, go get the book, How Not to Become a Millennial. I talk about value. Like value, you can't just say, I have value. You can't just decree, I have self worth. No, you don't. Worth means it's worth it to someone else. Value, like if there's no one around, you're just this one human being in the universe. You can't offer value because there's no one to offer value to. And therefore, with there's no one else around, no one can value you. But so your traits don't freaking matter. And now plop yourself into there's other people around, and you're like, oh my God, I'm just so valuable unto myself. Why? Because I have tan skin and brown eyes. No, you need to do something of value for other people, and that requires work. But the Democrats say I don't have to work, and anyone who says I have to work wants to kill black people and hates women. But you know what? What's great? Go look up a millennial Democrat. Go look up any Democrat. Are any of these people happy? Are any people who believe in the philosophy of entitlement? That I'm just owed things, that I'm just valuable until of the way I am. Do you think any of them are actually happy? They're not. They're not. Because no one's countering investing in them. I don't care what you say. You need other people around to kind of have some kind of point and purpose and meaning in life. And if all it is, like, do you think Greta Thunberg is fucking happy? You think that ugly fucking genetic reject of a human being is happy? Look at her. I mean, just who would want to, hey, who the Ruth Bader Ginsburg bumper sticker club and Greta Thunberg, do you think that's a good, fun time to hang out with? Jorge asks $5. All jokes aside, listen to the How Do I Get the Girls Clarey video when I'm feeling too lazy or tired to go to the gym. Yeah, that one I got pissed off at. The Noble One, 10 generous dollars, just showing some love. Smoked salmon is white people's version of sushi. Well, both are good. I like smoked salmon. Sushi's good too, though. I got a buddy. Oh man, he ruined smoked salmon for me. He just smoked. Oh, of course, the internet's out now. And we got the internet. Okay, we're back. The Noble One. Show some love. Smoked salmon is white people's version of sushi. I like both, but a buddy of mine just totally wiped out smoked salmon for me. He just did it so well that I go to like smoked salmon. It's not Lloyd smoked salmon. AZX $5. MSC ships started paying 120,000. Watch standard, overtime, hazard pay, duty, ammo pay, etc. No experience needed. 4-month contracts. You could just keep renewing. Is that like shipping containers? Were you going through the not the Strait of Hormuz? What the hell is the not the Red Sea? The Gulf War. What the fuck? With the Houthi rebels. Is that what it is? Look, there's plenty. Look, garage door repairmen, chimney sweepers. What else? Amazon delivery drivers pay pretty well. Truck driver. I'll tell you this. Here's what you got to do. We got to get young people away from predominantly, though not exclusively, a female-centric public school. We have to stop having exclusively young women with no real world working experience raising the kids instead of it. We got to get you out of that. And you got to get the fuck out from underneath these therapists. Like, oh my God, you like diversity and that's some hope. No, it isn't. That's not any fucking hope. That's not a thing. That's like saying you're all going to wear blue shirts. Oh, well, there's some hope because there's going to be a blue shirt revolution. What the fuck? That has nothing to do with anything. Hey, you're black. Aren't you happy you're black? Look, you're black and you're female too. Huh? That must make you feel better. I don't know. Maybe the black female would like to fall in love and have a family. It was just, how tiresome. You wake up, "Oh, I guess I'm a black female again today. They keep telling me this is the most important thing about me and my politics." Gotta get tiring. All right, that's it. Link below is linked to all my shit, my teachable courses. If any of you are Gen Zoomers, like, and I'm sad and I'm EO, please go take the course The Dad You Never Had. All right. It's the quickest pill I got for you. There's also a link to all my books, most prominent of which would be Bachelor Economics to get your financial shit together. Half your problems are financially related because you majored in dumb shit. Because you listen to a bunch of fucking know-nothing adults, a bunch of adult babies called teachers who don't know fuck all shit about the real world, and therapists who also don't know fuck all shit about the real world. Stop listening to women who never worked a real job in their lives, frankly. And the men, too. Just female-centric. Go listen to a pissed-off old man. All right, how about that? Go pick up Bachelor Economics, get your financial shit together, and then at least your financial problems are done. All right? Then you can move on to more loftier goals. What do we got? There's other courses, Achieving Financial Excellence. It's all on Teachable. Go look it up because I don't really have time to explain them all. There's my Subscribe Star channel. If you want to become a super fancy hoity-toity elite member for the high price of $2 a month, you get access to the Road Trip Podcast Archive. And then my Amazon affiliate link is linked below. That's it. We'll see you guys later, Toodles.